Once upon a time, in a beautiful valley surrounded by lush green hills, there was a small village where a young man named Ethan lived. He was known in the village for his sharp mind and relentless curiosity. But there was one problem: his mind never found peace. He was always lost in thoughts, either regretting the past or worrying about the future. Calmness had become a distant dream for him. Days passed, and the mental exhaustion grew. One day, he heard from a traveler that on the top of a distant mountain lived a wise teacher named Master Elian. It was said that he knew the secret to inner peace and that his silence held deep wisdom. Ethan's heart became restless. He knew the journey wouldn't be easy, but he also understood that if he stayed where he was, he'd never find freedom from his troubled mind. So, he set off. He crossed forests, rivers, and rocky terrains, enduring many days of exhausting travel. Finally, he reached the top of the mountain. At the summit, in front of a humble hut, sat Master Elian in deep meditation. His face bore a serene smile, as though the worries of the world never touched him. Ethan bowed in respect and said, "Master Elian, I have come seeking peace. My mind is always restless. Can you teach me how to find inner calm?" Master Elian slowly opened his eyes, a gentle smile playing on his lips. He said, in a soft and calming voice, "You seek peace? Come, let me show you the way." He led Ethan to a quiet courtyard with a large stone basin filled with water. Beside it was a small, empty bowl. "Your task is simple," Master Elian said. "Empty the entire basin of water into the small bowl, without spilling a single drop." Ethan was taken aback. How could he possibly transfer all the water from such a large basin into such a small bowl? But he did not hesitate and began. Hours passed as he dipped the ladle into the basin and poured it into the bowl. Yet, no matter how much he tried, the basin seemed to remain full. Frustration began to cloud his mind, and his anxiety grew. Master Elian, watching Ethan struggle, walked over gently, placing a hand on his shoulder. He said, "Ethan, you've forgotten one crucial step. To empty the basin, you must first empty your mind." Ethan looked up at him in confusion. "How can I empty my mind?" Master Elian smiled warmly. "Let go of your fears, your worries, and your attachments. Focus only on this task. Be fully present in the moment, and the rest will fall into place." Ethan closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and began to release his thoughts. Slowly, the noise of his mind began to fade, and he focused entirely on the task at hand. Every scoop of water, every sound, every movement became part of his peaceful flow. As he emptied his mind, something extraordinary happened. The water began to flow easily into the small bowl. With each scoop, the basin grew emptier, and his movements became effortless. Finally, he poured the last drop of water into the bowl. Master Elian looked at him and said, "You see, Ethan, when you empty your mind, the universe flows through you. You become one with the task at hand, and everything falls into place." Ethan smiled with gratitude. He realized that true peace and clarity were not found in the world around him but within his own mind. From that day on, Ethan carried the wisdom of Master Elian in his heart. He understood that peace was not something to chase, it was something to experience by simply being present.